Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Discourse with Jimi Disu, brought to you by MTN. Now, today's program is a carryover from what we've been having in the last 2 days, where we had the aspirants, governorship aspirants in the APC. So today we have, one of the leading aspirants in the PDP, Jide Adediran, otherwise known as Jandor. And it's nice to have him in the studio. Morning. I was teasing him when he came in. I said, how many hours did he sleep last night? He couldn't even answer. This is a very hectic time for you, my brother, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get down straight to business. I'd like to know if you really have a functional party called the PDP. Because let me be very honest with you, one hears very little about what's going on there. I mean, here I am, I don't even know who the publicity secretary of the party is, and that should surprise you. I'm not even sure I know who the chairman is. The only name I hear in the PDP as a party, even before you joined, is always like Chief Body George. So, is there really a PDP in existence? Is the party strong in Lagos? I don't mean nationwide, in Lagos.
Yeah. Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, to answer your question, yes, PDP is in existence in the state of Lagos, and very, very strong. As a matter of fact, the very recent survey that was done across the country now puts Lagos as leaning towards PDP for 2023 election. You understand? Meaning that there is something different that is playing out.
I mean, for those who can see behind the lines, would know that survey could be authentic, because even the numbers and the gaps in the previous elections have shown that the state could tilt at any time, and some of us have a fair idea, including intimidation about throwing people in the river. Some of us have a fair idea of what goes on at the back end. I've always believed that ABC needs to be careful. I'd always wish that there should be a strong opposition, not because I like one party over the other, but just to put things in a proper balance. So do you think there's a chance that PDP can swing it this time around?
Absolutely. Yes, of course, because...
what gives you that confidence?
If you see what happened January 21st this year, that was when we included the ruling APC and moving onwards to PDP. And like I keep saying, if you notice, every election cycle, PDP has always been doing between 30 to 35%. You know? And the remaining 20% they need to cross that threshold to take in Lagos is what we brought in from APC. So the deficit of APC is what you have now as addition in PDP in Lagos.
Give me a break. What percentage is Lagos for Lagos? What rough percentage would you believe was the chip that was taken out of the APC? 10, 20?
Let me say to you that in Lagos for Lagos, we have a membership base of over 60,000 people, grassroots, everywhere across the 20 local government and 245 wards.
Is that a record number? I don't know.
Absolutely. I'm giving you fact now.
Oh, yes.
And these are foot soldiers. These are the ones you need that will canvass for votes during the electioneering process.
But the APC will have more than 60,000.
Before cross, I am saying even if they have 200,000, it's just minus 60,000 as we speak. I'm just giving you. I'm just giving you that, and that's a plus for PDP. You understand? Before even crossing to PDP, from our own members, we have created 5 per polling unit. And that was when the polling unit was still about 8,000 plus. You can imagine what that number is. And now that is 13,000. So we have people already waiting to work for the party across the polling unit in Lagos State, which is over 13,000 now. Okay, so it's not the same anymore in the ruling party. It's not. And we've created an awareness, with our movement over the years, for the past 7 years, to tell everybody who cares to listen in Lagos that, look, you know what, until we have that breath of fresh air, will still remain the same thing in the state of Lagos.
Okay.
And that is what we represent.
Okay, I mean, let's. I'm still going to come back to the PDP, but from what you can see of the APC, let us just assume, let's play the devil's advocate, that you got the ticket. Who do you think would be, of the three leading contenders, who do you think you are likely to face?
Well,
you know, it's like football.
Let me just put it this way. Whoever.
Yeah, but who do you think?
I'm just saying, before I go there, whoever that is coming up among the threes, they are all my ones, you understand?
Yeah.
But I'll put it this way: none of them ever envisioned to govern or plan to be there. They're just being pushed by someone to say, okay, yeah, you go and do it, or you stand up. Even the one that is sitting on his own will not even say, I want to go for second term. Until somebody says, oh yeah, stand up, you can now go for second term. So there is this difference between them and us.
Fair enough.
Because we've planned, we've prepared, you know, to be in office. We've been going everywhere. I've been to virtually all the wards in the state of Lagos, all the local governments in the state of Lagos. Mm-hmm. Even when I got into PDP, I've been round the local governments in Lagos, you know, in the name of consultation.
So of the three,
so whoever they bring,
I know that whoever they bring,
I'm going to beat them flat.
But of the
if
three,
I get the ticket,
I want you to look. Listen, in football, when the Man U manager is planning, he plans that, oh, it's likely that it's Liverpool are going to meet in the FA Cup final, and he plans ahead. I'm sure you've been thinking that.
You
so
want me to
of the three,
you want me to tell you their policies or what they're playing. Yes, I can give you an idea because I was coming from there.
Okay, give me an idea.
You understand? No,
yes.
I can give you an idea because I was coming from there.
Yes.
Let me put it this way. All the three in question, none of them can say that I'm going to be the one based on my can-do ability or my level of preparedness or because I believe I can win the delegates. So the three of them are open that somebody or something would happen, just like the one that we are facing now with the Electoral Act amendment that the president hasn't signed. It's one of the things that some people are banking on.
So are you implying that you believe the three of them have an equal chance?
Yeah, I think so, because the three of them, just I keep saying, the three of them, the aspiration was based on somebody's mood. It's based on.
Well, one came from. Okay, so Sanwo-Olu is there. Mustafa is there. The third gentleman, what's his name again? Oluwo. He represents or he claims to represent the Ambode movement in the party.
Okay.
So if we can probably say that for the two, he is very clear.
What I'm saying is that why is it that it is only during the season that we have all of them coming up? Where has this Ambode group been in the last 4 years?
When Ambode was governor, they were there.
Of course, I'm saying in the last 4 years.
They've been strategizing.
Oh, that's fine.
They've been planning.
Okay, that's cool. But again, I don't think in the state of Lagos we should do something of this nature anymore. Look at the current governor, very forgetful. He banned what he banned 2 years ago. I mean, I don't understand. Is that what we want to do? We need somebody who.
Yeah, but I was still.
So I'm saying
I hate to think, and Chew is looking at me kind of funny, but I hate to think. I hate to think that because I know you, and I know the people who are around you. The strategists, they're thinking people, especially this gentleman here. They're thinking people. I hate to think that you wouldn't have thought and said, Chew, it looks as if this ticket. Just tell me of the three. Who do you think?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
You can tell me you don't want to tell me.
No. Well, let me say this to you. Let me tell you how we work. You know, we started this movement in 2016.
Yes. And
we're planning for 2023. So in 2018, when we discovered that Ambode would not be returning again, we had to quickly organize an emergency retreat to re-strategize, because we then do know that we're probably going to be running against an incumbent in 2023.
Okay, because we don't have time, let me just round it up here by saying that, are you ready to accommodate any of those three groups?
Absolutely.
You're ready.
I mean,
are you anticipating that any one of them that doesn't win might want to cross over?
Yes, I know one for sure.
That might want to cross over?
Yes.
Can I guess?
You can guess.
Would you say yes or no if I guess?
Well, I'll probably find a way of letting you know.
I think I know the one you're talking about. I've thought of it. I mean, I have a very imaginative mind. It works. That's why I don't sleep well at night.
You see, Uncle Jimmy?
Yes.
What is playing out now, or what is going to happen in 2023, is going to be beyond regular PDP versus APC in the state of Lagos. The moment we pick that ticket, it won't just be PDP ticket. It will be the ticket for the soul of the state of Lagos. In 2023, we're going to be having an election, between what we call breath of fresh air and status quo. At least we need a change in the state of Lagos. We need somebody. We need an independent governor. We don't need.
There's a lot of concentration in your group on you, understandably so. One of the fears that I have is that if we do have a PDP governor, would we have enough members of the PDP to form the House of Assembly?
Absolutely.
Because that worries me.
Let me say this to you. Let me give you.
I'm sure you know where I'm going.
I know where you're going. That is to say to you that something has really changed in that party. 2019 election. This is testimonies from existing members of the party. In some local government, they were practically begging people to come and pick form, to run. As a matter of fact, one in Lagos mainland that one of our mom spoke to us about, that the guy, they had to go and get form for him and say, okay, come and run. They will go and drag him to come and campaign. He will say, and all of those things. But today, in Alimosho alone, we have 22 people who have picked form to run for House of Assembly and House of Reps, just 3 seats. In Lagos mainland, we have 2 reps. And we have, in each of the constituencies, we have 3 on one side, we have 2 on one side, running. If you put that together, that's 7. That was a local government that they were practically begging people to come and run. Same with Lagos Island, same with all the local governments of state. So, more people, they've seen believability. They now see PDP as, look, this is a new thing. We can actually win this state. So, unlike what it used to be, we are going to have the entire 40 members of the House of Assembly and 24 House of Reps. So we have a lot of people now who have thrown their...
But they are not necessarily Lagos for Lagos.
No.
I hope Lagos for Lagos has been fully absorbed into PDP.
Absolutely.
And it's not a standout unit.
No, absolutely. In fact, as a matter of fact, we went ceremonial. I went to all the local government to do what we call integration of our members into the party structure, like handing them over to the party structure.
The two guys who left you, I don't know if others have left, but 2 major guys left your organization and went back to the APC. What happened? What happened?
Well, you see, if we sit here and think that the powers that be won't try to infiltrate our movement, then we're joking. Then it's not what it is. And with what happened, that's a pointer to anybody who cares to listen, that we're forced to be reckoned with. So this happened that...
because they came back for them?
Yes, they came for them. I mean, they tried me the moment they realized that this one won't,
But they tried to get you back into the...
Absolutely.
What were you promised?
A lot, but it's okay.
Hello, I'm missing now. What were you what were you promised?
They had to go for our chairman. And the moment I realized that, okay, something is fishy with this guy, I just decided to say, you know what, Oga, I think you now need... with security, somebody that will deal with you, because you're now chairman and you're in PDP. So I gave him an odd leave.
You gave him an odd leave?
Yes. So
I used the Inspector General. How did you give him an odd leave?
I pulled from what I
from
have.
The pool?
From my own.
How many odd leaves do you have?
I gave him 1. So with that, I was able to know...
Okay, so the oddly was not keeping...
No, just trying to check on my chairman. How did you guys fare today? What happened yesterday? And the moment I realized that
really
that was going to happen, we had to fire him.
Oh, you fired him?
Oh, we have to. I mean, the apex body of Lagos.
No, what we heard was that he left Glorious.
No.
You were the one who fired him.
We fired him. And
after the oddly had been following him.
Of course. We fired him. And we had to put it there that because we knew he was going back to APC. Because he called all our LGA chairmen to his own house. spoke to them that, okay, you know, Jandor now is not even looking at us again, he's so PDP, something like that. And like,
could it have been that you don't have enough money to throw around? Could that be one of the things?
Well, no, I don't think it's about that, because in our group, maybe you first need to check the antecedents of the fellow in question, but that's okay. You can do your independent findings on that, but I won't speak to that. You see, it's not about money to throw around. In our movement, we've built, before we can leave APC for PDP, where we had milk and honey flowing to PDP, it shows we are just what we are. So we've built that movement of people who believe in that promise of better tomorrow compared to the crumbs that they...
By the way, I need to quickly say this because it skipped me. My condolences on the death of my sweet one. I miss her so much. Okay, it's the Discourse with Jimi Disu brought to you by MTN. I have Mr. Dejinon here, otherwise known as Jandor. And okay, yes, I've got this is how it happens. I'm a news hound, and therefore I always look for the meaty and interesting facts. So I'll give him time to sell himself of some sort. You already know him anyway. I think you've been here twice.
Yes.
Yes. So there's nothing more that that you might want to tell us. We'll still give him the chance. We'll give you a chance too to call in 0700 993 993 993. And the line for female callers 01465 7190. Even though Oga Sheriff is not here, but his spirit is hovering around. Something I wanted to fall down just now. His spirit, so I know that his spirit, and I know he is here. She's putting her finger in case any male calls the female line. It's 9:19. We'll take our first caller of the day. And remember, the same rules will apply. You call from a quiet place, you mind your language, okay? And you have exactly 1 minute because all our lines are buzzing. We give everybody a chance. Let me take the first caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Morning, sir.
Hello.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Lower your bring it down. Yes, good morning.
My name is Adekule.
Yes, Mr. Adekule, go on.
I'm from Mushi.
Yes.
I think as our excellency Jandor has said,
yes,
leaving APC for PDP is all about money. Everybody needs money.
Yes.
But what we actually do is because we have set ourselves before now that the whole Lagos is very wrong.
Yes.
It's a one-man show.
Yes.
That Lagosians will not know who is going to cover them for almost a year. Just like 3 months election or 2 months election, that they will not say, okay, you come and run. And Jandor has been on this mission for more than 7 or 8 years.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Your point is noted. As all of you can see, this is the way it works in politics. Once you've said that you are going to run for something, the appellation goes with you like that. That's why Excellency is coming at this time. I'm sure you get a lot of that. Okay, so we'll take another caller. Hello, morning. Morning. Yes, fine, thank you. Please go on.
Okay, yeah. I want to remain anonymous. I'm calling from First Time.
Okay.
Yeah, Jandor, I admire your courage.
Thank you, ma'am.
I want to support you with the whole of my heart.
Thank you very much.
And even if it is 50,000 naira, 10,000 naira I have, I will send it to you after you have been, giving the ticket of PDP.
Thank you very much.
I really need a change in Lagos State.
Okay.
Please, don't give up.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Bring the money. Let me hold it.
No, let me get the ticket.
I need bring it self so that you don't spend it. Let me hold it.
Get it by his grace on.
Okay, let's take another one. Hello, morning. Okay, let's take that Skype call. Hello, good morning. Morning. Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Good, my name is Charles.
Where are you calling from?
I'm actually on transit. We're driving. We are not one driving anyway. We are talking right now.
Ogba, okay, go on.
Yeah, okay, well, first let me welcome your guest. He's spoken well so far. But I have a challenge with the fact of people leaving one party and going to the other, knowing that there is the similarity of agenda, similarity of manifesto. This man has been with APC for so long, but now coming to a PDP that has different ideas, they have different ideology. So another number two, how can someone win an election knowing that you don't have a formidable platform as PDP is in Lagos, but it's coming with his own personal goodwill? So I needed to explain that as
okay. Thank you very much, sir. Well, you want to answer?
Yes. I'll start with the first one. He said he's got problem with people leaving one party for another. I think it's about time we really need to educate ourselves. If we sit and say APC is bad, PDP is bad, and I want to tell you, these two major political parties, if our electoral act is still the way it is, if we still have to go and queue to vote, to register to vote and all of those things, they will continue to be the party to beat, because structure wins election. We can't just sit here and be deceiving ourselves and be speaking grammar everywhere without knowing what to do to really win an election. So rather, what we have done is to ensure that we as young people populate the existing political parties, the two major political parties, because this game remains a game of numbers. So if you have more people populating that party, so we can easily take charge and do all the reforms that they have refused to do. That's one. Number two is that we keep looking at the three-letter word APC, PDP, forgetting that it's about the people that you have. Look at PDP in 2015. APC took over from PDP in 2015. The entire cabinet of APC are PDP people.
Yeah.
So it's still the same set of people. And so it's not the PDP or the APC. It's about the people that you have.
There's not much
within
distinction
the system,
between
actually.
them. Yeah.
So it's not about the three-letter words. So if we decide to change the narrative and populate one of the two existing political parties, like PDP for instance, we have more young people now coming into PDP. In this 2023, we have Banky W joining me. There is Victoria Oniru, a whole lot of them like that across the state, you know, in PDP, because we've said to ourselves, we need structure to win this election. The moment we win, all the reforms that we kept on protesting over and we have refused to do, we can then do it ourselves. So it's not just about leaving one for another. So really,
okay. Is Banky W in
PDP?
And he's also in Lagos for
yes,
Lagos.
Yes, he's running in Tiosa, Federal Constituency.
That's interesting.
Or House of Reps.
I must grab him down here. He's my favorite person.
And the second question he asked that how can we win election without a formidable party? Is he saying PDP, the only national party in Nigeria, is not a formidable party? So maybe he's speaking about the state of Lagos, which is fine. We will say the party hasn't been able to govern the state of Lagos in the last 20 years, but that won't be forever. There is always that terminal point, and I feel the terminal point is 2023 because we're doing a whole lot of things differently. Now,
within the PDP, you have about 4 opponents.
5.
6.
All of us were 6 in
Deji Duarte,
yeah, Adedosumo, yeah, Dakova,
the young man,
Jim Kamal, and Gbadebo.
Gbadebo is young. Young. Do you think he has a chance, young man?
Everybody got a chance. I mean, the moment
who are you afraid of the most? Who do you think you'll have a competition with the most?
None, because
some of them claim. Let me use the language because I've been working behind the scenes. You're coming to meet us in the party now, which is normal. That's the usual. Yeah. 1 or 2 of them. In fact, 2 of them have told me that you're coming to meet us in the party, and they will give you a thorough beating. That's what I was told.
No, it's okay. It's fine. I totally understand that, and I must say here on this national radio that look, I salute their sacrifice, courage, everything they've invested in the party for over the years, and God will bless them.
Because you're new to the party, come to think of it.
I understand. I'm saying this. I'm saying I'm coming somewhere. I do, and I respect them. And I keep saying this. All of us running for that office are qualified to be governor of Lagos State. All of us. But I've seen that their priority is one thing: winning Lagos.
What's yours?
Our priority is also winning Lagos. The priority of the generality of Lagosian is also to have Lagos return back to the people of Lagos. Okay? And the priority of the entire members of PDP and the leadership of PDP is to also win Lagos. So you can see alignment in our priorities. Okay? So then, what then do we need to do? Put our best foot forward. Who amongst us can really achieve that our priority for us? How much work have we done to get that done? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I'm following you.
Not ruling out the fact that all of us are qualified. I mean, I'm not even talking about academic.
So are you insinuating that you are the most prepared?
Where, I don't know, but all I know is that I've been on this for the past 7 years. Even with us in PDP, every day you see me on the streets of Lagos. Every day you see our office bubbling every day. You see us going everywhere, creating awareness for the party, because for us, it is for the party to win. It's not really about me. Some of them have accused me and said, look, he doesn't even know how to play this politics. Now you should be talking to a delegate, not, going with
I would have thought so, yes.
Yes, it's fine. I understand that strategy. Maybe I do my own at night. But the most important thing for me is for PDP to win the state of Lagos, irrespective of who is going to get there. Let PDP
so
win.
we have an assurance from you that if you lose at the primaries, you won't upset the apple cart.
No, what's I mean?
You won't leave the PDP.
No. I've said, look, I have not been in office before. I haven't been elected before. I've not been appointed before. Okay, but I found myself, in the corridor of power as consultant. So I understand what it means for your party to be in government. And I keep saying to ordinary members of the party instead, I say, look, if you want to know what it means for a party to be in government, let Lasma arrest you on the street of Lagos. And you don't have somebody to call in Alausa or somebody to help you. I mean, you would understand. So it's like that across all levels, And a lot of them were like, okay, it shouldn't be. No. I am not saying it must be me. I am saying, can all of us look at the bigger picture? What is the bigger picture? Total emancipation of the people of Lagos.
Okay. I want to take one more call, then we'll take a break. Or should I take the break now? I can take a call. Thank you, my boss. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Morning, ma'am.
Uncle Jimmy?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Yes, ma'am.
And welcome your friend.
Who's speaking?
Please, my name is Choma.
Good morning, madam.
Choma, Uncle Jimmy. One, I think maybe your question should just be like, what is he going to do? Are you not allowed to ask that now at this stage?
Well, I have the.
I'm just saying, just so that when he comes on the break or the door, he should start talking. Because when he talks and he's not there, he's hoping whoever that wins can use whatever he has said, and he can use whatever some other person has suggested.
Yeah.
Anyway, quickly, I'm happy he came from APC. Oga, if you are truthful to yourself, can you confirm that PDP has been the one winning elections in Lagos State? PDP. If you're truthful to yourself. And then when Nambode came in, they had like 10 people from PDP and I think 11 or so from PDP. Can you confirm that?
Okay, thank you very much. Madam, the 1 minute is up. It's 1 minute. We have just a minute, please. And now we have to take a short break. After the break, he'll answer your question, so don't go away. You're welcome back to the Discourse with Jimi Disu, and this program is brought to you by MTN. And I have Mr. Adediran, he's everybody knows as Jandor. It's a pity, madam, we really can't ask him certain questions because we have to be very careful. We don't want it, this is not the time for manifestos and things like that. However, it doesn't stop us from asking him if there are certain problems that he knows will give us an idea of how he might want to tackle it. The first, of course, prominent is this Okada issue. That is what is in the forefront. That's what the negotiations have to contend with. And so the government has banned Okada again, just like you said. And I'm wondering what your thoughts are on how to handle that crisis.
Okay, I think I first need to answer Madam's question.
Okay, please go ahead.
About if I can truly confirm that PDP has been losing in Lagos State.
Yeah.
But this is how I'm going to answer that question. Everywhere I go to, since I joined the People's Democratic Party, every time I calls to address members of our party, this is what I say to them. I said in 2023, we are going to win. Let them go to court.
I mean, why is that? I don't understand.
Because we will do everything to make sure we win. Let them go to court. Because it has always been.
What do you mean by everything?
No, everything within the law to make sure we win.
You're not going to dabaru anything?
No. I mean, to win. We don't need to dabaru to win. Okay, so I just put it like that. We will do everything within the law to win. Let them go to court. Because it has always been the other way around for 20 years. And why do you go to court? Perhaps you feel you've been cheated or something like that, or whatever, I don't know. But to answer Madam's question, I'm just going to say that I say to members of the party today that, look, don't get it twisted in 2023. We're coming from APC, so we are here. We know how to win. We will win.
You're coming from the school.
Where
now you're graduated.
Yes. So we will win. Let them go to court and go and contest our winning. So don't put
I mean, you have the primaries on Wednesday to contend
yes,
with
absolutely.
anyway.
Yeah, sure.
But you've given us an assurance that anybody who emerges, you will work with
no,
to the fullest.
It's for the party to win. I've said to you, I'm here. I've never been elected. I've never been appointed. I've never even thrown my hat in any ring, but I've prepared for this. 7 years running, we've been on this because we know that if we really need to take Lagos on PGB, you can't just come the same way everybody's coming now in this season and say, I want to be governor of Lagos. No, it can't work. Not with the level of what we have in the state of Lagos. We need to make sure we have to disrupt some things has to shift. Without that thing shifting.
Apart from Lagos for Lagos, are there any other groups in the PDP that you know of?
Yeah, of course. There are groups in the PDP. There is a Unity Freedom group led by Engineer Dejiduati.
That is all.
Okay. I mean, we have one or two, but this is when you have them.
All of
during the electioneering process, you have them. I interact with all of them. Because, I mean, this is just for the party, except we see any of us who's got ulterior motive. That's why you can't, for us.
What is the disposition of the hierarchy of the party towards you? At the time you joined them, did they think that, okay, this gentleman is going to help us? Or who was showing more gratitude amongst the two parties, you or them?
No, for us, we believe they've done well in receiving us. And yes, in receiving us. We believe so. And since we came into the party, they've never treated us like we just came. I mean, except in a few cases where interest clashes, which is okay, which is in the game anyway. Because if you have one or two, fighting for something, there must be something you need to say to put the other person at the. But for us, I just believe all of that will perish the moment where I believe I'm going to pick the ticket on Wednesday. It's going to perish, and we will all come together and work for the party. So for us, we're grateful to the People's Democratic Party because where we're coming from, we left because no democracy. Just an individual says to everybody where to go and where not to go. Look at what is happening now. Is by mere pronouncement, is returning all elected officers back. So if you have ambition within the local government, you cannot contest against them. So meaning that they've taken away your rights and the rights of the people to choose away from them. That was why we left. And we got into a truly democratic party who will not discriminate whether or not you came yesterday or you just got in today. And they've been treating us as if we've been with them for a very long time. So we're so appreciative of this.
Which of the presidential candidates in the PDP are you aligned with?
All of them.
You can't be aligned with all of them.
But all of them.
I see.
Yeah, because all of them are qualified for president of Nigeria.
So the Lagos for Lagos movement will not be voting en masse in the primaries for any presidential candidate?
I don't have a vote. I mean, with the current electoral, I don't have a vote.
What about your movement?
We don't have a vote. It's only the party members who are fortunate to be national delegate that's got a vote, that got votes for them.
I see. None of your members is that, is a delegate.
All PDP members are there.
Okay, let's take another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Jimi.
Yes.
This is Pastor Ladi from Orile.
Yes.
I want to ask Mr. Jan, sir, how did you collapse your structure into an existing structure in PDP? That is one. Two, how can someone, because some people like me who would like to also follow this path, we don't have any how to get there. When you go to your LG, they say nothing is happening. So please, did you collapse your structure to match with their own structure? Not even that they have done their convention before you join them. Thank you. God bless you.
All right.
Yeah, go on. Maybe you want to know how these things work.
Okay, let me just explain to you. Of course, they've had their structure before our coming. But because we also have structures across the 245 wards. And these structures that we have, if you remember, we did parallel congresses, when we were in APC. So everybody that we've got across, the 245 wards, in their right, we have ward chairman, we have, all the ESCOs and LJ ESCOs. So integrating them into PDP structure is for us to say to ourselves that and tell the PDP we have not come to struggle with you with the structure. So all of us now, because we are of the same party and the party has chosen before our arrival people who would steer the ship of the party across the entire world. So we're now here to be part of you and as ordinary member of PDP. Okay, so that the party chairman in each ward will see us as members. So even our own party chairman goes to that ward meeting as a member. Do you understand? But if a candidate emerges, he's got this right to have what you call independent campaign organization aside the party campaign committee. The party will choose who are the people that is going to be in campaign committee. But a candidate on his own can also look at those from within the party and perhaps his own small group to form an independent campaign organization to complement each other's job. So that's there. So it's not really like how people won't find a role to play.
Has there been any horse trading ahead of the primaries amongst the aspirants? Have you had any form of horse trading? Say, okay, fine, all of us have an equal chance. Which is not true, really. All of you can have an equal chance.
Yeah.
And there's no point arguing over that. But have you had that kind of meeting that says that, okay, if A gets it, this is what B does, this is what C does, this is what D does. Remember that the PDP is in a very fragile state. We don't need to. And that, of course, is because they are not in power. Because you know what it's like. We are not going to hide our faces in shame over that. What really sustains a party is power and money. So, Fair, have you had that kind of discussion amongst the aspirants?
Yes.
You have?
Yes. As a way of information, as a matter of fact, I initiated one about a month ago or thereabouts.
And all of them attended?
No, hold on. We've not had cause to meet, but I spoke to people around them and look, let us have a sit down. Even last week when we had the national delegate congresses, which we did via harmonization, the ones they call the three major contenders, everybody's, very in the game. But we were there, myself, Dr. Adedosumu, and Engineer Dibiduase. I was even saying to them, we can't meet a lot of more so that we and I think one of them has agreed that we're going to meet this morning. So when I leave here, I think I'm going to be meeting him.
Which one of them?
Don't worry. And
I have a fair idea.
Well, I mean, I don't know if your guess will be as good as mine. But again.
Okay, let me take a call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning. Morning.
My name is Gary from Yaba.
Yes.
So I just wanted to say, I'm tired of APC in Lagos State. I'm looking forward to a new party, and I hope you're able to, somebody from the PDP is able to get the ticket. But in the past, after elections, PDP is typically nowhere to be found. So I'm not praying for you to lose, but if you do lose, I hope you'll be a good watchdog on whoever comes there, because we really do need that. Thank you and all the best.
Maybe before you answer that question, I should ask if Jimi Agbaje is still in the party.
Yes, still very much in the party.
Still very much. He hasn't played a good opposition role, though. I'm sure you will agree on that.
No. He's not easy to play. Okay? There is a party. I mean, there is a political party.
Yeah, but
he
is, wait, 1 second, please, sir. He is the face of the party at crucial times. Haven't been the one who ran.
Let me say this, son, Jimmy.
Yes.
You are mixing things up here.
Okay.
At that point, when he was running, yes, you can call him the face of the party because he was the candidate of the party. The moment that
process is over, that's it.
Of course, the party has got a role to play. You know, hierarchy of the party, publicity secretary of the party, the chairman of the party, and there is.
But they've all been lost in transit. And left us.
See, Uncle Jimmy, we should appreciate something in people we still have in PDP. For over 23 years, being in opposing camp in a state like Lagos, those people are the Omolu Abizo. Oluju Kokoro can't stay that long in PDP. That's why I doff my hat for them everywhere.
We doff our hats for them, but
there is little one or two things that needed to be.
So if you don't get the ticket now, we can't rely on you to stand for those for the people that followed you.
No, you can't. That's my own person. But again, I have to be careful so that somebody
doesn't think that. Yeah.
And say, hey, what's your own now? Are you the chairman of the party, or are you this? Are you that? You see, this party, the Constitution runs this party. You can't just take a position and say you are speaking for the party. Yes, you can speak for yourself. You can speak for Lagos. You can, but you just have to be careful on how to be able to. There's some step that I wanted to take, or I ought to have taken, but I'm being careful. Because hey, like, who sent you? Who are you? You are just an aspirant.
We skipped one question that I asked you. I asked you what your feelings are on this current
Okada ban. Yeah. We see.
Skip that.
Well, I think that we have overused the word ban for this Okada.
Okay.
You understand? We've been banning this Okada since God knows when. And when I saw the governor again reading the same text he read 2020, January 2020, saying by February there will be total ban, mentioning the same local government. There's one mentioned, and you need to ask yourself, what happened to the first one? I've been on this program once to say, like, look, yes, all of us understand the menace of these Okada riders.
Yeah.
How did they even get into our economy in the first place? Failure of us. Okay, fine, no problem, as government. And I've said to you that even on this program that we've had opportunity that presented itself for us to have sanitized that sector of the economy, but we misused it. I don't want to go back to the issue of okada and all this. I spoke about it.
Yes.
But now it is what it is. This ban now, it will only go on for another 2, 3, 4 months.
You reckon?
And nothing, we've had it, and nothing to sustain it. You see, you can't govern a state like Lagos if you are mentally and not physically fit. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to be up and do. See, you just have to take some decision, not to mind the resources God. As a governor, you don't shift the blame. You take them if you want to. If you don't want to, leave us alone. Stop doing this ban and unban every day. I keep saying it. If you look at Lekki, the entire Lekki axis, everywhere, how did we get there? yes, I want to agree that, okay, it's the failure of the government. Those who are unable to provide opportunity or job opportunity for are the ones just picking up that. What do we do to address all of that? Yes, we need to sanitize the state of Lagos.
Directly, do you believe that okada has a place in public transportation?
See, the truth is this. There are some parts of Lagos, if you don't know, I've been everywhere. There are some parts of Lagos that you can't even do a total ban. There are some inner roads where you can restrict all these people to, if you really mean business. And that is what they're trying to do. Don't come to Ikeja, don't come to this, don't come to that. But they won't even enforce that. But you need to have a plan of how do I deal with this, because there will be a backlash of it, undoubtedly. Security-wise, in terms of people, losing jobs and all of that, how do you deal with all of that? But again, you just have to do what you have to do. So what I've not seen is seriousness of this government to stick on this and say, yes, we want to do it.
Okay, I need to take 2 more callers and then we'll call it a day. Let me take this. Hello, morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, what's your name, please?
My name is Uche.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from the UK.
UK, okay. Ah, Uche, yes. Yeah, the one I'm having a cup of tea with.
Why are you coming?
I remember. Don't worry, I will come. Okay, Uche, let's hear you.
Yeah, good morning. Yes.
Yeah, morning.
Yeah, actually, for me, if not for any of that, let's have a breath of fresh air in Lagos State, and at least give another party a trial. The PC have done their best from AG to ACM to what it is today. So if you ask me, I think we need somebody who can give this APC a run for their money.
Okay, thank you, Uche.
Hello.
Hello, the point is noted there. Okay, let's just pick one more. Sorry I'm rushing Uche, but I'm running out of time. Hello, one more, just one more. Hello.
Uncle Jimmy, good morning, sir.
Morning, who's calling?
This is Dan Baba, sir.
Oh, Dan Baba, how are you? Morning. Quickly.
Mr. Jandor, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Oh yeah, Dan Baba, just go straight.
I will tell you the day you can't talk, I tell you, say they ready.
Okay.
I'm a big supporter of Mr. Jandor.
Thank you,
So
sir.
my share is this
Is
the previous PDP candidate, Jimi Disu. A lot of precautions for good that look, this man was sent from APC. Mr. Jandor, is that truth or not? Because you just spoke about going to court if anything happens.
No, I didn't say I'm going to court.
It is now.
So I'm bothered about that.
Okay, thank you. I think you got it mixed up. But you answer him. I'm not your spokesperson. If you want me to be your spokesperson, let me sign the contract now.
I think I know where
he's coming from.
Yes. But I just need to assure him, and they need to look at our own. They need to look at our own antecedent before they can place it. See, there's this fear.
Yeah.
And you can't take it away from them. There's this concern that can we trust him? He's coming from APC and all of that. Or was it sent in here? And I'll be like, who would want anybody in the name of whatever to crash his own home because he want to make a point?
Yes.
So that is the clear difference in our own case, because we created that implosion within the APC before moving to PDP. Then again, if it's about wanting to be governor, I keep saying it, I can also be a governor the same way the sitting governor, emerged as governor, and every other way choose this different path because I want to be an independent governor.
Okay, that's where we'll call it a day. Thank you very much, Jandor, for coming on. I wish you all the best. Right, we'll be back on Tuesday, and Tuesday morning, 9 o'clock, I have Angela Ajetumobi again. We're going to be doing some kind of final review on the primaries. We have, by the way, PDP primaries is on Wednesday and APC primaries on Thursday. So the daily programs between Sheriff and I on those 2 days would be, they'll be quite interesting and give us a bit of relief. I can't wait for us to have major candidates, and we can now knock their heads together and get the best out of them. So that's what it's going to be. Friday, next week Friday, is Children's Day, and I will not let politics mar the fun the children would have had. So I'm going to have loads of kids in here, and they will sit back and have fun. In fact, my plan is to see if I can get a kid that is smart enough to run this program, and I'll be a guest of the kids and let them do their thing, mistakes and all. That's how, you know, you develop, that's how you grow. And of course, don't worry, Wednesday will be Diabumi. Nothing will touch that. Okay, nothing will touch that. I'm trying to see if on Thursday we can get somebody down to where the primaries are taking place, and get in live reports during our program. Let's see how we can figure that out. Jandor, thank you very much. I wish you all the best. Okay, so that's where we'll cut it. I'd like to thank Oye. I'd like to thank my friend Chemu Shoyinka who put all this together. Thank you very much. In case you get to another side, remember me. You know, before you got there, I was being your friend. Because my experience is before elections, you get to see everybody. After elections, everybody runs for cover. And the other gentlemen, we'll put this up on YouTube in about 2 hours from now. So if you want to have a look again at it, you will be free to do so. Thank you all. Enjoy your weekend. Be very careful. Don't overdo anything. And God be with us all. I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.